Still Steven Bergwijn here. Looks to bring the ball inside, does so. Left foot, bang! Steven Bergwijn, what a goal! Now looks for Dybala. Open space here for the sub. Dele Alli, big chance. Ali shoots and oh my god, what a finish from Dele Alli. So finally, the transfer window is now open and that means we've got business to do in today's episode. 60 million in the bank and a lot to do. We've got to improve our defense and that is what we're going to be doing in today's episode of the Spurs Career Mode series. Welcome to episode number 8. I don't think I can stress enough how important today's episode is for the series because apart from, going through a few Premier League games, there's a lot of business to be done. We're looking to improve our defense and upgrading on Toby Alderweireld, who of course we may end up selling in today's episode. An offer has already come in for him and he may be sold by the end of this one for 44.5 million. We're looking at options like Skriniar, but there are a few other players I've got in mind, so a lot could happen in this episode, but one thing's for sure, we are gonna improve our defense with the money we've got. Apart from all the signings, we're still dealing with a bit of an injury crisis with our talisman Kane out, Bale out as well, but hey, we've got to push through no matter what. So it's gonna be an exciting episode of the Spurs Career Mode with a heavy focus on transfers. If you guys are enjoying the series, keep the support coming in by dropping a like in the video, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's kick things off. Press conference time. Get involved by dropping in your questions down in the comments section below. First one of the day. Since the next gen version of FIFA comes out in 11 days, will you be doing a season 2? Absolutely. I feel like this story of the Spurs Career Mode will be left untold, I guess, if we don't do a season 2 and potentially win that Champions League or at least try for it. So there's definitely going to be a season 2 with Spurs, but yeah, as soon as next gen FIFA drops, we're going to be doing a new career mode as well, so it's going to be a bit of a rush to finish this series, but hopefully we'll get it all done. But yeah, next gen FIFA is coming to the channel very soon, as you said, in 11 days. I can't wait to find out what new features will be there on the next gen version of FIFA. I've got myself an Xbox Series X at the moment, so you guys will be getting a new career mode on the next generation of consoles on the channel, but I haven't decided what team I'll be doing. And yeah, I think it'll depend on what new features we're getting for career mode and whatnot. Hopefully it's not just graphics, because I'm really hoping EA will give some bonus features for those playing on the next generation consoles. We'll see though, but yeah, to answer your question, Season 2 will be happening with Spurs. Next up, do you remember in your Bayer Leverkusen career mode, you signed Dennis Zakaria? He might be the missing piece of your defense. And the more I think about it, yeah, Dennis Zakaria might just be the man we need to improve our defense. And if you look at this, guys, he's valued at 47 million, but for some reason, we could get him for just that price. I think he's having problems at Borussia Mönchengladbach with either form, or of course he wants to leave, or his contract's expiring. I cannot believe he's worth only that much, being only 24. And on the other hand, if you look at Skriniar, he's worth roughly 100 million, and at the moment, even after we sell Toby Alderweireld, picking up Skriniar will eat all of our budget. So I am definitely considering the idea of signing Zakaria for a cheaper price and also being able to improve that right back position. Yo, that could be the play and that just feels like the smart thing to do, honestly. So we're gonna have a big discussion on this Zakaria or Skriniar. But yes, Zakaria now is definitely on my radar. Okay, now this is a pretty cool question. Where do you think you'll finish in all competitions this season? Well, let's start off with the Premier League. I think we'll secure top 4. I don't think we've got enough just yet to challenge or win the Premier League title. We might have to wait until next season for that, but I'd love to win the Premier League title. There's no doubts about that. We'll see though, but I think we'll have to wait until next season. This season though, I think we will secure top 4. Moving on, I think we'll win at least one of the domestic cup competitions. We're almost there in a Carabao Cup final, so there's that. About the Europa League, I think we've got what it takes to win that as well. So I'm hoping by the end of this season, we'll have won at least a couple of trophies, or maybe even more. But for now, that's it for the press conference. Let's kick on. Last episode on the pitch, things didn't really work out well for us. A draw against Liverpool, injury to Harry Kane, we couldn't beat Man United, but Son gave us a bit of hope after a very good performance against Man United, scoring a brace, playing in that striker position, replacing Kane. He did a great job, and that's why he picks up the Player of the Episode award. As I was saying about Dennis Zakaria, the more I look at it, guys, he just feels like the signing we need to make in this series. Skriniar, although the better rated player stats wise, I think Zakaria beats him. Look at that pace. 82 acceleration, 85 sprint speed, unbelievable strength, composure, aggression. Defensively, his stats are unreal as well. He's got good passing. Seems like the all-round player to have. I know he comes as a CDM, but we can, of course, train him into a new position, which is centre-back, which he already knows how to play. Man, this actually feels like such an easy decision. I know we've been talking about Skriniar for a long time, but I think it has to be Zakaria. Because look at the funds we've got in the bank right now. About 60 million. We can afford Zakaria. We can't afford Skriniar. I know Alderweireld will be sold soon. But if we can use the money from Alderweireld to bring in a quality right back, I feel like that's got to be our aim and play. Instead of spending all our cash on one signing, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. It's a difficult decision, but we're not going to sign Skriniar. Instead, we're going to go for Zakaria to improve that defense. Trust me, guys, if we can secure Zakaria for just 47 million, that might be one of the best bits of business I've done in this entire series, because that is what he's valued at. If we can secure this is unbelievable. 47 million for Zakaria. Are you kidding me? I mean, you guys can't complain. I know Skriniar was a player you guys wanted me to sign, but for that fee, signing someone like Zakaria with those stats, nah, man, I'm not passing up on this. We are going to negotiate now a contract with him, secure this transfer, and bring him to Spurs. And look at the wages we're going to have to pay him. Not really that much. He's currently on 44,000. I'm sure it'll be around about 100k what we'll have to pay him, which is perfectly fine for me. We'll see though. 4-year deal works really well. Let's see if he wants a release clause. Absolutely not. That works with me as well. Wages, see, he just wants about 70,000 per week. That's fantastic. Let's remove the bonus, submit offer. Let's see if he accepts this with the signing bonus, and he does. And with that, the signing of Zakaria is complete. This was a rather easy transfer, and trust me, I think this is going to be a big signing for the series. He adds a lot of pace into our defense. A big upgrade in my opinion over Toby Alderweireld. One thing I am going to do is straight away put Zakaria on a development plan to change his position to centre-back, because that is where he's going to be playing. And look at that, it just takes a couple of weeks to do so, and that works wonderfully in our favour. We're going to be switching him to a centre-back, and he'll be partnering up alongside Davinson Sanchez. That is such a good defence on paper, at least, with a lot of pace and a lot of on-the-ball ability as well. That's one thing I really like about Zakaria. He's got a stat of 78 on dribbling and 75 on passing. He's going to be great on the ball. Now, before we continue with the episode, a quick look at our season objectives. I mean, so far it's been pretty good doing these objectives. Progress has been great, but we've slowed down a bit with injuries and whatnot in the recent few episodes. Hopefully, we can get things back on track in this one. Now that we've got the centre-back deal in place, it's time to get some Premier League action underway as we take on Southampton, who are 11th in the Premier League. But since this is away from home and it's been a while since we've won a game on the pitch, we're going to be playing this one. Zakaria is going to be making his debut. Let's secure 3 points. We're throwing Zakaria straight into the mix for this one. Maybe a bold move, maybe a risky one as well. But at 84 overall, with those stats, he's still going to be insane on the pitch. Davinson starts, Son starting on the left, Vinicius starts up top. Kane and Bale are still out injured for a while, so we're going to have to, shuffle things up around a bit. But still a strong lineup, one that's capable of getting 3 points against Southampton. Let's get back to winning ways on the pitch. We've drawn or lost too many games lately. Having Zakaria and of course Davinson Sanchez at the back fills me with so much confidence going forwards. Honestly, the pace they have is going to really be helpful defending now. I feel like we could be able to get clean sheets on the pitch as well. Hopefully in this game we can, as Son breaks through. Still Heung-min Son here, looking to score the first of the game. Son does well. Still Heung-min Son. That is outrageous from Heung-min Son. What a start to the game. Son scoring a sublime solo goal as Spurs make it 1-0. As I said, in the absence of 2 of our superstars, Kane and Bale, Heung-min Son is picking up the mantle. And there you go, scores a phenomenal goal, getting it on his right foot, placing it in the back of the net as Spurs get the early lead against Southampton. Just the start we needed. Well, this could be a first real test for Zakaria, and he defends that well along with Ndombele, but Ndombele gives it cheaply. Davinson makes a mistake, and oh my god, that was horrendous from Davinson. He just stuck a leg out instead of clearing the ball away. I literally pressed the tackle button there. You could add Sergio Ramos to my backline and I'll still defend like a moron, because look at this. Did you guys see what Davinson did there? He just stuck his left leg out. Like, you guys saw that, right? Honestly, 1-1 against Southampton. My defending, man, it is so dumb on this game. I've got to improve. This Daka guy is causing me problems, but that's a very good challenge right there from Zakaria. Could help us start something. Dele Alli on the attack now. Come on, we're looking for the second goal of the game for us. Here's Vinicius. Scooping this one for Son. Has to be a goal. Heung-min Son made that look so easy. It was all about the initial first touch. Got it under control and bang. Spurs make it 2-1, and who else but Heung-min Son. Also credit to Zakaria in the initial run of play where he won the ball back for us. That was super helpful. And Heung-min Son adding the finishing touch here as Spurs get their lead back. But we can't rest here. You guys have seen how bad I am defensively. We've got to try and get a 3-1 advantage or even more to try and secure the 3 points. Once again, we're seeing some good football being played. But Davinson Sanchez this time with a strong challenge. They complement each other so well, that's something I've got to say. Davinson now, looking now for Dele Alli. And I see space on that right side. I'm going to spread this one for Aurier. It's a good pass. The question is, can he get it under control? He can. Keeps it as well. Still Aurier. He gives it away cheaply. We do still have the ball though with Ndombele. Now Bergwijn looks for Vinicius, opening up a bit of space. Left foot, bang. What a finish from Vinicius. Spurs lead 3-1. And now we're cruising just before halftime as well to double up our advantage. I feel is massive. And once again, it was Davinson Sanchez who won the ball early in the play. And then, of course, we get ourselves the goal. Bergwijn this time with the assist. And it's great to see Vinicius score in the absence of Harry Kane as well. He's proven to be a really, really good backup option. We might need to secure his signing for the second season as well because he's quality. Space here for Aurier somehow. And now Vinicius is through on goal. Southampton look to have crumbled here as Vinicius makes it 4-1. Literally at the start of the second half, Southampton give the ball away cheaply. We fire through the through ball into Vinicius. I think it's Aurier who picks up yet another assist. And Vinicius through on goal is never going to miss that with the kind of form he's in. And the Brazilian has made it 4-1. Southampton have sunk. I thought when they scored the equalizer this was going to be a difficult game, but we've completely blown them out of the water now. Let's keep pushing. You know what, guys? Might just be smart to just get this game out of the way through the jump to sim feature, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. 4-1. There's no way Southampton are coming back from this. Well, nothing really happened since we went to jump to sim, but anyways, we pick up a 4-1 win over Southampton, which I will kindly take. FA Cup game with the second team. Of course, this is a fixture I'm going to simulate, but they took us all the way to extra time. We do end up beating them 3-1, so that's awesome to see. Let's see who scored the goals for us. Son, Getson Fernandes, and Toby Alderweireld gets himself a goal. That is nice to see. That's probably going to be one of his last fixtures for Spurs in this series. Gets himself a goal. Great. And there you have it. That was indeed Toby Alderweireld's final game in his Spurs shirt. He's been now sold to Bayer Leverkusen for about 44.5 million. And with that, our budget is about 53 million. And I'm looking to improve that right back spot. We might be able to sign an absolute worldie of a right back, which is what I'm aiming to replace Doherty. That could be the plan. Why am I on my second team sheet? Yeah, there you go. That is the aim. Let's hope we can get it secured. Now, we've got some great options for that right back role, but honestly, the one that tempts me the most is Kevin Mbabu, because that sprint speed, the strength, it just tempts me so much. I know defensively stats could be better, but that pace, he's going to be ruthless in game with the height as well. And I haven't used him in career mode, so this feels like a transfer I absolutely want to make. And there are other players like Mukiel who probably would be better, but for this series, guys, and for the sake of trying someone new, I want to go for Kevin Mbabu. We've got the funds to make this happen. We might try and do a swap deal with Doherty involved. Otherwise, we'll just sell Doherty individually, but we'll try and get him involved in the deal and secure this transfer right now. So let's get into some more transfer business. Okay, so I am now going to be putting Doherty in this deal just to see if they're willing to work with me. Let's put Doherty in a straight swap along with maybe 5 million. I think that is still a very good offer. Matt Doherty for Kevin Mbabu plus 5 million. Let's see if they're willing to work with that. They do not want Matt Doherty. Can't say I blame them. He's not good in this game. So 27.2 million is their demand, which is fair, which is really fair, guys, and a 10% sell-on clause. Let's bring it down to 25 and see if they're willing to work with that. 25 million for Mbabu. That works fantastically for me. And there you go. Done. 25 million for Kevin Mbabu, 10% sell-on clause. Another great bit of business. We signed Zakaria for a steal, and we're now signing fellow Swiss talent Kevin Mbabu for a brilliant deal. This is great business. One thing I'll say, Daniel Levy will be proud of the business we're doing here, because we're not overspending at all on these players. We're putting in great offers and things are going smoothly. Important squad role is what I'm offering Kevin Mbabu. A couple of years on the contract. I probably should have offered more. No release clause. These are his contract demands. Let's get rid of that appearance bonus. Submit offer. Just 64,000 per week. Again, works really well with me, that. And he wants a bit more, 70,000, just a bit more than Zakaria, which is a bit of a surprise. But ultimately, that is enough to secure the signing of Kevin Mbabu. In this episode, we've signed two brilliant Swiss players to improve our defense. Would you look at that? Just the kind of news that's going to lift the morale of the team. Player returns from injury. Gareth Bale is back from his, I think, shoulder injury, was it? I think it was. So that is awesome news to hear. Hopefully he'll be back in training and back at full stamina soon, so we can get him back on the pitch as soon as possible. Again, some interesting decisions have been made. Gareth Bale isn't still fully fit to play, so we're going to keep him on the bench for now. I'm playing Ryan Sessegnon as my left back for this one. He loses 4 ratings, but the only way he's going to adapt to that position is by playing there more often. Bergwijn starts on left. Son plays as striker for this one. Another thing I want to do is give Kevin Mbabu his debut. There you go. He starts this one as well. And also, another storyline for this game. Eric Dyer, who we sold earlier on in the season, is now playing for Palace. And why are they playing Benteke in midfield and Koyate out wide? I'm confused. So many players making their debuts or returning to the club in this one. We've got Ryan Sessegnon. Zakaria is just playing his second game for us. And of course, if you haven't noticed, we've got debutant Kevin Mbabu on that right side. Gonna be interesting to see how the two Swiss players in the team interact and play. Hopefully they'll defend well and we'll get ourselves a clean sheet. Back to Dybala. Now Son. Here goes Son with pace. That touch was incredible. Left foot bang. Too easy with Heung-min Son, man. He is on fire. 2 goals in that last game if I'm correct. And now he scored yet again. This time against Crystal Palace. He's really enjoying the freedom in the absence of our 2 other superstars. And Heung-min Son, yet again in the Premier League, has scored. And I want to see how many goals he's on in the Prem. That's his 10th goal of the season, so he's at double-digit numbers as well, helping us out with the objectives. Good to see. 1-0 up against Palace. Here we go now with Son. Dybala in a bit of space, going for that finesse shot. Oh my god, Paulo Dybala. Wow. That's one of the best goals I've scored this season. From outside the box, Dybala ripping open a finesse shot. There was no way the keeper was stopping that. And that is Paulo Dybala at his absolute best. That was actually sublime. Heung-min Son just laying it off for Dybala, who picked his spot and bang. Look at the way it curled in. It was truly sensational. Dybala doubles up our advantage. We're now cruising against even Crystal Palace. Looks like I found my mojo back in this Spurs series. Here we go with Kevin Mbabu. We're looking unstoppable in this game. Mbabu could go for a cross. He's going to try and take it wide. Looks for Son. Son tries to be cheeky then. How has the keeper stopped that? That should have been 3-0. Job done, but we couldn't convert that chance. Great work from Kevin Mbabu though, down the wings. Jordan Ayew on the ball, looking for Batshuayi. Still Batshuayi here. Out wide now. Van Aanholt looking inside for Benteke. Big chance for our opponents, and we give them one chance and they score from outside the box. It's Milivojevic who scores. Palace are back in it. I guess this isn't going to be a walk in the park, as there's a lot of time left and Palace are getting better and better as the game progresses. It's going to be an interesting remaining, 60 minutes of this one. That was a phenomenal goal from Milivojevic. Can't blame anyone for that. It is a corner for Crystal Palace. Our job is to get it away, and that we did really smartly with Lucas. And he's got space to run into, and that's what Lucas loves to do. I see Son making a good run. I'm going to slide this one for Heung-min Son, who could be on for another goal. Right foot shot. How has he placed that in? I don't know. I don't know how that is a goal, but Heung-min Son somehow has put that one right in the back of the net. I thought that was going to be saved by the keeper, parried away probably, but he took it with his right foot. I was trying to take it with his left, but he still regardless put it in. That just sums up the form Heung-min Son is in right now. Everything he touches turns to goal. No chance for the keeper, and right before halftime, we've made it 3-1. The advantage is with us now. Oh, Dybala has opened up space for himself now. Oh, that is unreal from Dybala. Has to be a goal. No way is the keeper or the defender. I'm not even sure who saved that. Somehow, as I'm now trying to score with Son, who's on a hat-trick. By the way, can he get that hat-trick? Heung-min Son shoots. Hat-trick hero Heung-min Son. 13 goals now for him in the Premier League, if I'm not wrong. He has been on fire all episode long. In fact, ever since he recovered from his shoulder injury, he's been nothing but incredible. Let's hope we can keep this up. What a finish from Heung-min Son. Hat-trick hero, 4-1. I don't think there's any need for us to play this game anymore because Son has completely wrapped things up. Look at that, 12 in the Premier League actually, not 13, but still an incredible number at this stage of the season. We can now jump to Sim and get this game out of the way. 4-1 already is immense. I'm surprised we didn't score any more goals in this game, but still a 4-1 result is brilliant against Palace, similar to that last game against Southampton. Simulating this one in the Premier League against Sheffield, and we do end up getting a 2-0 win. Gareth Bale played a few minutes in this game. That's going to help his morale and sharpness. But Bale picked up an injury again. No way. No way did he pick up an injury. Is that a glitch? Because I can see the ambulance on Gareth Bale's name. Vinicius was the one to score the brace and get us the win. Let's hope Bale isn't injured. Even after getting a few minutes in that last game, Gareth Bale is still not fully fit. You know what? I'm not going to be playing him until he's fully fit. It'll take about a week or so, but I guess we'll be seeing Bale in action in the next episode and not this one. In other news, we can now change Zakaria's position to a centre-back, which is something I'm going to do. There you go, that is done. Now Zakaria should be receiving a considerable boost on his overall. There you go, a +3 already. And his sharpness is only going to go up from here. So that boost is going to get even more, which is great. We're getting through another cup game. This one was against Birmingham City in the FA Cup. And well, on we go to the next round of the competition. Vinicius and Aurier, the goal scorers. We get through the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-finals, which we do end up winning 4-2. And look at the amount of goals we scored. Dybala, Bergwijn, Lo Celso, Vinicius all on target. And well, we've now made our very first final of this series. And I know it's just the Carabao Cup final, but it's a trophy nevertheless, one we're going to try and win. Can't wait for the final, man. Spurs' first trophy in over a decade. That'll be epic. It had to be Liverpool, man. It's going to be one hell of a final now. Carabao Cup, this is what we have to do. We've got to beat Liverpool to win our very first trophy of this series. I'm hoping we can step up in the final, man. That game is going to be coming up soon. Probably not in the next episode, but definitely in the episode after. I can't wait for that cup final. Chance for our first trophy coming up soon in this series. This is how I've got my team lined up. Gareth Bale is fully recovered from his injury. His sharpness is a bit low, but I'm still going to start him. There's only one way to get his sharpness and all back up, to get his match fitness back up, and that's by playing him, and that's exactly what we're doing. Bale starts on the right back from his injury. Dybala, Son, and Ndombele all in the lineup. Zakaria as well. West Ham are playing a 5 at the back formation, which is annoying to see, but we're going to have to get past them. Honestly, my major goal in this game is to get Gareth Bale on the score sheet, because that will help his sharpness, morale and whatnot, the boosts and all to get back to him, because I remember Bale was so OP when he had like a +5 boost on him, and I want that kind of a situation back again. As Dele Alli makes a good run, he's offside. That's a bad pass from me. Now Vinicius sees the run of Gareth Bale. Just the moment we're waiting for. Bale, left foot. Oh my god, Gareth Bale, he's back from his injury and back with a bang. Doing the heart celebration as well. We've missed this, guys. We have really missed Gareth Bale. He's on a -2 overall at the moment, and he is still unbelievable. What an assist from Vinicius to find Bale. The fake shot brings it inside, and a lovely finish to beat the keeper. I don't know how he pulled that off, but Gareth Bale is back. And he's back with a bang. Spurs take the lead against West Ham. Corner for Spurs. Why is Gareth Bale taking this one? Although might be a good corner. It is. Dele Alli almost doubled up our lead. Chances have not come by easy against this 5-man defense of West Ham. To be fair, we've defended well. They've barely had a chance at goal. But it's been a very dull affair. Would have loved to make it 2-0 then, seal the game. But the game is still alive, and West Ham still have a chance at 1-0. Could be something here for Haller, who does really well. Davinson Sanchez, they're coming to the rescue. Tell you what, the biggest upgrade I've noticed is Davinson Sanchez's form. With now Zakaria being a formidable partner, Davinson is being more aggressive with his challenges because he knows Zakaria is there to recover, and that's why I guess he's been so impressive in this episode. Oh, we've left space in behind it. That's completely my fault. Pablo Fornals with space to do damage. We can't concede now. We cannot concede now. Haller going out wide for Declan Rice. Of all players, Declan Rice can't end up scoring against us. I've defended that really well, and Zakaria wins the ball cleanly. That is class from him. That's exactly why we've signed him. We get the ball away and we avoid conceding. There you have it. This was a hard-fought victory against West Ham. We had to really fight for this. Barely any chances, barely any opportunities for both teams, but When the chance came, we took it, and that's why we're taking home all 3 points. 25 games into the season, third in the Premier League, comfortably 8 points over Man United. At the start of the season, if you'd said we'd be in this situation, I would have probably taken it. So there you go, we're doing pretty well in the Prem, but up next, we've got some big games coming up, and we need to deliver in them. I mean, look at this. Liverpool, Marseille in the Europa League, Arsenal as well, the Carabao Cup final, exciting games coming up in this series. Also guys, we may not be done with our transfers just yet because I am considering hunting for players on a pre-contract. That might just be a smart play since we do have about 30 million left. We can definitely get 1 or maybe even 2 pre-contract signings to help bolster our squad for next season. That could honestly be the play. Let me know in the comment section if you guys have got any suggestions, because that is what I'm thinking to do to wrap up this transfer window on deadline day. That's the plan. For now though, the squad I think is very capable for this season, and let's hope things can continue going our way. A pretty incredible episode for our season objectives. Look at the progress we made. We finally completed the keeping it clean challenge. We kept a clean sheet in this episode on the pitch, which was awesome to see. 36 goals between Kane and Son. I'm hoping we'll get that objective done as soon as Kane's recovered from his injury. We picked up a few assists with Ndombele. Bale is back and scored a goal, so a great episode for us. Player of the episode, I think we can't look past Heung-min Son. What an episode the South Korean has had. So many goals in this one. Really stepped up in the absence of both Kane and Bale, and therefore I think he will be player of the episode for the next one. This was honestly a crazy good episode for us. We won pretty much every game that we played, and on the transfers front, signing Mbabu and of course Zakaria, big upgrades, and now I can't wait to wrap this season up and win hopefully a few trophies. So next episode onwards, it's going to be a push to the end of the season. Hopefully we'll continue our form, but for now, drop a like on the video if you're enjoying the series, subscribe if you're new around here, and well, I'll see you guys next time.